Stephen Curry, a four-time NBA champion and two-time MVP, has long been the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, revolutionizing the game with his unmatched three-point shooting and leading the team to a dynasty. However, despite his remarkable achievements, Curry now finds himself feeling increasingly isolated. The departure of fellow teammates, along with the growing tensions involving Draymond Green, has left Curry shouldering the burden of leadership alone. As the Warriors enter a new chapter without the key players that once made them invincible, Curry now faces the challenge of leading a team that has lost its previous unity and power. Why does Stephen Curry feel so alone? How has this impacted Curry's leadership, and what does it mean for the future of the Warriors? In this video, we'll discuss how Steph Curry became the loneliest Warrior still standing. Kevin Durant's time with the Golden State Warriors was nothing short of extraordinary. Joining the team in the summer of 2016, Durant quickly established himself as an unstoppable force, leading the Warriors to consecutive championships in 2017 and 2018. His dominance on the court was undeniable, as he averaged 35.2 points per game during the 2016 to 2017 finals, earning him the finals MVP. Durant's arrival brought a new dimension to the Warriors, alleviating some of the burden on Stephen Curry and solidifying their status as the best team in the league. During his first season with Golden State, Durant averaged 25.1 points per game, helping the Warriors achieve the most wins in the league with 67. His contributions were crucial, not only in terms of scoring but also in his overall impact on the game. The following season, Durant continued to shine, averaging 26.4 points and a career-high 1.8 blocks per game during the 2017-18 regular season. He once again played a pivotal role in the postseason, leading the Warriors to another championship and earning his second finals MVP with an average of 28.7 points per game. Stephen Curry was particularly pleased with Durant's presence. Having Durant on the team meant that Curry no longer had to carry the entire load on his shoulders, allowing the Warriors to play with unmatched confidence and skill. The team's chemistry, combined with elite shooting and ball handling, made the Warriors nearly unbeatable, and their dynasty seemed destined to continue. As the 2018 to 2019 season approached, all the momentum was in the Warriors' favor. Durant, coming off another dominant season, earned his 10th consecutive All-Star honor. However, as the season progressed, rumors began to spread about Durant possibly leaving the Warriors in free agency. Despite the media speculation, Durant publicly dismissed these rumors. He said,
"Y'all come here every day, ask me about free agency, ask my teammates, my coaches, you rile up the fans about it. Y'all let us play basketball."
But during the first week of the season, an incident would occur which further intensified doubts about Kevin Durant's future with Golden State Warriors. During a game against the Clippers, with the score tied in the final seconds, Draymond Green refused to pass the ball to Durant, who was clearly frustrated by the decision. Durant yelled at Draymond, leading to a heated exchange. Draymond, never one to back down, responded harshly, telling Durant, "We won without you, leave now." Durant later admitted that Draymond's words made him question his future with the team. The altercation escalated when Draymond was suspended for a game after refusing to apologize, putting even more strain on his relationship with Durant. However, despite this internal conflict, the Warriors still managed to finish the season with 57 wins. But their path to another championship was filled with challenges, as in the second round of the playoffs against the Rockets, Durant suffered a calf injury that sidelined him for several weeks.
It's Durant with Shumpert defending, and Kevin Durant laces one through.
And he's hurt.
He is holding on to his right Achilles as Harden works into Iguodala, who just picked up the Golden State foul.
As soon as he made that shot, he started limping.
Look at this.
Determined to help his team, Durant made a much-awaited return in the finals against the Toronto Raptors. With the Warriors trailing 3-1 in the series, Durant rushed his recovery, eager to show his importance and help win another title. But unfortunately, in the second quarter of his first game back, Durant suffered a devastating tear to his Achilles tendon, an injury that would keep him off the court for more than a year.
I don't like to hear the fans cheering.
I'm surprised by that, and the players are telling him not to be doing that.
No question. These Raptor fans have been wonderful.
This injury marked the end of Durant's time with the Warriors. In the aftermath, Durant made the decision to leave Golden State, signing with the Brooklyn Nets and joining forces with Kyrie Irving, leaving behind the team and the dynasty he had helped build. Durant's departure marked the end of an era for the Warriors. The team that had once been the pinnacle of basketball excellence now faced an uncertain future, with Stephen Curry once again shouldering the burden of leadership alone. Draymond Green and Steph Curry share a deep bond, one that has been forged over more than a decade of playing together. Along with Klay Thompson, they form the Big Three of the Golden State Warriors, a trio that has been the backbone of the team's success. Draymond is known as an outstanding defender, a player who rallies his teammates when their confidence wavers. On the court, he's a nightmare for opponents, using his intensity and sometimes vulgar trash talk to get inside their heads. However, Draymond's fiery personality can also be a double-edged sword, often making him a headache for his own teammates, especially for Steph. Draymond has a reputation for being an aggressive and sometimes reckless player, notorious for committing flagrant fouls. Incidents like hitting Jusuf Nurkic in the face,
Oh, man.
Well, that's going to be a flagrant.
Yep.
headlocking Rudy Gobert,
Back three. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full...
and stepping on Domantas Sabonis, which led to a suspension, have marred his otherwise stellar career.
And a technical has been assessed. Sabonis is down.
Let me say this.
Although he's a fierce competitor, Draymond's actions have occasionally put Steph in tough spots, leading to moments where his reliability has been questioned. One such moment occurred during a critical game for the Warriors. With the Houston Rockets on a 10-game winning streak, it was crucial for the Golden State to secure a win against the Orlando Magic. Steph and Curry understood just how vital Draymond's defense was to their success, particularly in this high-stakes matchup. But things quickly went south. During the game, as Paul Banchero drove to the basket, Andrew Wiggins fouled him. Draymond, never one to shy away from voicing his opinions, immediately began arguing with the referees, convinced that it was a bad call. Despite Curry's attempts to calm him down, tapping Draymond to let it go, he continued to argue, earning a technical foul, but he didn't just stop there. His relentless yapping at the referees resulted in a second technical and an ejection from the game, all within just 4 minutes. Steph was left exasperated, questioning why Draymond couldn't control his emotions in such a crucial moment. He was literally holding his tears back. Steph, clearly frustrated, couldn't wrap his mind around why Draymond couldn't control his emotions when it mattered most. Even after nailing a game-winning three-pointer against Orlando, the weight of Draymond's ejection lingered with him. As he made his way through the lobby, still filled with anger, Steph kicked a chair, a rare and uncharacteristic display of emotion from the usually calm superstar. It was a moment that revealed just how much the incident had gotten under his skin. Draymond's unreliability in moments like these, combined with his tendency to lose control, can sometimes be a source of tension within the team. Though his passion and defensive skills are top-notch, his actions sometimes leave his teammates, especially Steph, feeling disappointed and frustrated. Jordan Poole was once seen as a rising star for the Golden State Warriors, known for his sharp three-point shooting,
Launches.
and impressive ball handling skills.
By 9 different players. Drive by Poole.
At one point, he was even considered a potential third Splash Brother alongside Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. But what exactly led to Poole being traded? Was it the infamous altercation with Draymond Green, or was there more to the story? Poole was drafted 28th overall in the first round of the 2019 NBA Draft by the Warriors. During the 2019 to 2020 season, his rookie year, Poole averaged 8.8 points per game, a modest performance as he adjusted to the demands of the NBA. However, the following season, he showed significant improvement, averaging about 12 points per game, offering a glimpse of the potential that many believed would make him a key player for the Warriors in the future. His potential was recognized while Poole received a lucrative $140 million contract extension. The Warriors clearly believed in his talent and expected him to continue his upward trajectory. However, the 2022 to 2023 season told a different story. Poole's performance started to slip, with his field goal percentage dropping noticeably, and he averaged 3 turnovers per game. For a player with such a hefty contract, the Warriors expected much more. The situation took a dramatic turn when during the offseason, Draymond punched Poole during a practice session. The exact reasons behind the altercation remain unclear, but speculation arose that Draymond was frustrated with Poole's growing role as the second option on the team after Steph Curry. Some believed that Poole, after playing a significant role in the Warriors' championship run, began to see himself as the next big star, which might have rubbed some teammates the wrong way. Despite these tensions, Poole was fully prepared to carry the momentum from the previous season into the playoffs. However, instead of delivering the consistent performances the team needed, he struggled under the pressure. In the first round against the Sacramento Kings, Poole had several disappointing games, where his weaknesses were magnified by the high stakes of the playoffs. The situation deteriorated further in the next round against the Lakers, where Poole scored 0 points in a crucial game. For a player with a sizable contract, this was a major disappointment. The aftermath reportedly left the locker room disorganized and tense, with Poole at the center of the turmoil. These weren't just any NBA games, these were the playoffs, where every performance is under a spotlight. Poole, who was expected to help shoulder the load alongside Curry, managed to score only 15 points in 9 of the 13 playoff games. His inconsistency, along with the strained relationship with Draymond Green, left the Warriors management with a tough decision. In the end, the Warriors chose to trade Jordan Poole to the Washington Wizards. The deal brought future Hall of Famer Chris Paul to Golden State, along with a protected first-round pick in 2030 and a second-rounder in 2027. This trade marked the conclusion of Poole's time with the Warriors, a tenure that began with high hopes but ultimately ended in disappointment. July 6, 2024, a day that will forever be remembered by Golden State Warriors fans. After almost 13 years of unwavering loyalty and 4 championship titles, Klay Thompson, one of the most beloved Warriors superstars, decided to part ways with the team. Drafted 11th overall by the Warriors, Klay became a cornerstone of the franchise, instrumental in securing titles in 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022. But what led to this heart-wrenching decision, leaving Steph and Curry, the last remaining Splash Brothers, standing alone? Klay Thompson's legacy with the Warriors is monumental. Over the years, he complimented the Splash Brother Steph Curry as one of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history, ranking 6th in all-time three-pointers made. Klay averaged 19.6 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.3 assists, with a shooting percentage of 41.3% from the field during his time with the franchise. He also set an NBA record by scoring 37 points in a single quarter against the Sacramento Kings, a testament to his vital role as the backbone of the Golden State Warriors. Off the court, Klay's genuine personality made him a beloved figure among fans. However, things began to change during the 2023-2024 season, leading to a dramatic shift for both Klay and Steph Curry. After recovering from a devastating ACL injury, Klay's performance began to decline. His shooting slumped, and his hallmark defense was no longer as sharp as it once was. The writing was on the wall. Something had changed in Klay Thompson. The once reliable sharpshooter was no longer the same player who had helped lead the Warriors to multiple championships. The decline didn't happen overnight. It was a slow process that built up over the last 5 years. For over a decade, Klay had been one of the league's top players, and accepting a reduced role was a challenge he struggled with. The first sign of trouble surfaced during an early December game in Phoenix when Thompson was benched during the closing minutes for the first time in his career. His frustration was clear. Klay's body language on the bench spoke volumes as he kicked the bench in anger. The situation worsened when, in a crucial play, Klay made a baffling decision that left everyone stunned. With the Warriors down by 3 points and 39.1 seconds remaining, plenty of time to play out the possession, Klay committed an intentional foul after an inbound. This decision sent Steve Kerr and the Warriors bench into a collective state of frustration. The next morning, following a back-to-back set of games, Kerr announced that Thompson would be starting from the bench for the first time since 2012. For Klay, this was more than just a demotion, it was a blow to his identity as a Warrior. The Warriors lost that game and the blame game began, with much of the criticism directed at Thompson. It was one of the lowest points in his season, and his confidence seemed to take a further hit. As free agency negotiations loomed, things only got worse. the Warriors were eyeing other stars such as LeBron James, Mikal Bridges, and Paul George, while not offering Klay the contract extension he felt he deserved. Feeling disrespected, Klay's performance continued to decline. During the 2023-2024 season, he averaged 17.9 points per game, his lowest since 2012, along with 3.3 rebounds and 2.3 assists per game. His defensive skills also lagged, and his shooting percentage dropped to 38.7% from beyond the arc. As younger players like Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody began to take on more significant roles, Klay found himself sidelined, not just in terms of playing time, but in his influence within the team. His once proud image within the basketball community also began to suffer. Instead of improving his game, Klay seemed more focused on boasting about his past achievements, further alienating himself from the team's future. Klay had never been the same after his ACL injury in the 2019 finals against the Toronto Raptors. Despite scoring 30 points in that game before his injury and the Warriors offering him a 5-year, $190 million contract knowing he would miss the following season, his decline was evident. Klay's final game with the Warriors was a heartbreaking 0-for-10 shooting performance in an elimination play-in loss to the Sacramento Kings in April. Scoring 0 points in 32 minutes was a stark reminder that something had fundamentally changed. The Warriors community sensed it too. Something bad was coming. Klay was throwing bricks that night, and he knew his time with the Warriors was coming to an end. In the end, Klay accepted a 3-year, $50 million contract with the Dallas Mavericks, leaving Golden State and Steph Curry behind. Steph, who had shared so many triumphant moments with Klay, was left devastated and alone, a feeling echoed by the entire Warriors fanbase. Reflecting on Klay's departure, Steph Curry and Steve Kerr expressed their deep sense of loss.
Having Klay head on to Dallas, it's tough. It's something that I never imagined would be a reality, but you want him to be happy, you want him to be able to enjoy the game of basketball.
It's going to be really weird, and I know we're all going to have that date circled when he comes back to Chase, and that will be one of the strangest, most emotional nights of all of our careers, for sure.
Klay's departure marked the end of an era for the Warriors, leaving a void that could never truly be filled. For Steph, the loss of his splash brother was more than just the end of a partnership. It was an end of a brotherhood.